You know, our sport is really interesting because Worlds has become such a big deal, as it should have become such a big deal. All of the best teams are there, and it's awesome, and it's definitely something that I think every child works towards, which is really exciting. It's been nice that our industry has been starting to adapt to you know, some of the other kids that are not going to make it to a Worlds team because it's hard to make it to Level 5 Worlds. Although they're not going to Worlds, we're super excited for them. Their goal will be to try to go to the Summit, which is, you know, basically been posed as the Worlds for the non-Worlds divisions. We're just really excited for them and hope that they get that opportunity. But it is really hard to get those bids as well.
We're at the competition of American Legacy.
We're here to get a Summit bid. This is our second competition.
Yeah.
We're here to get hopefully an at-large or paid bid. We're hoping for paid.
So next weekend we're going to be in Washington, then we're going to be in Dallas. It's a very busy month. We're preparing, doing many full-hour teams.
I think we're really prepared. Like our practices leading up to this competition have been phenomenal.
The last week has been pretty good. We've been hitting our stunts and tumbling has been good, so it's been a good week.
This is day one, so this is 25% of our score. Tomorrow is going to be 75%, so both really matter, but just hoping we can hit today.
This is going to be called Battle of the Summit Bids. Cheer Central's everywhere. Right now for Ignite. So as you can see, it's really crazy in here. This is like Summit bid madness going on. Everybody's trying to get.
We walked into American Legacy and we did two of the best routines I personally think coaching here in the past 5 years Cheer Central has put on a floor. It was clean, it hit, it was beautiful, it was precise. It had the crowd just roaring.
One more at-large bid. Senior restricted level 5, Cheer Central Suns Ignite.
There were actually a few things that we needed to just up as far as the score sheet goes and how the varsity score sheet works. So we did get an at-large bid. The benefits of that is every single kid that came in from Ignite came in and said, I couldn't wait to get to practice today because I'm driven, I'm ready, I want that paid bid in Washington, I'm willing to do the work, what do we need to do?
So this weekend we went to Tacoma, Washington for Spirit Cheer Nationals, and we competed 2 days out there in order to get a paid bid, and we were successful.
We got paid.
They went in with the goal and they conquered that goal, and that's super, super important to us that we are keeping our kids challenged and we are having them set goals and accomplish those goals here at Cheer Central. So we were really excited, not only that they accomplished that goal, but since we ended up getting a paid bid, our at-large bid actually was able to be filtered to Sizzle, which is now our co-ed 4 team. And so we're thrilled because our restricted and then our 2 level 4s, Shine and Sizzle, are now all gonna go to the Summit. So we are super excited that as the Suns family, we get to have each other there at the Summit and support each other. And I have no doubt that every single one of those teams are gonna deliver something really spectacular, not only in NCAA, but at the Summit as well.
While we compete at a lot of really exciting competitions throughout the year, I would have to say that Dallas is one that we look forward to all year long. This year we're bringing 14 of our teams to Dallas. We're bringing all of our level 2 through 5 teams, and we're super excited about it. We're also bringing our team for kids with special needs, and we just could not be more excited to be bringing that many teams, and it's definitely the most that we've ever brought to Dallas before, so we're looking forward to it.
A couple weeks ago we went to Oklahoma and we got our paid bid, so our next step is NCAA and we're just trying to place well there. So our practices have been super intense. We've never had this hard of practices.
Practices have been kind of a struggle lately, not necessarily for endurance, but for pain on our bodies. We've made such a big push from like people who are sick or injured. They just like push, and it's been like really good as a team to know that they'll like push through things.
We have added a new person to our routine. She has been a high-level gymnast, and she came in and is working out her routine pretty nicely.
She actually took that place full time, and she'll stay in through Worlds.
Mags has taken a 2-week break. They didn't go to Tacoma, and they didn't compete at American Legacy, and so we've really taken this time to give their bodies a break. We put them through some pretty rigorous practices before Oklahoma, so they had a break.
Oh, medium wall girl. They have pretty much been just working on what is going to be clean for them, what is going to be strong for them, how they're going to be successful.
We have made some changes to our routine going into NCA.
We are changing it up so that we're going to be more confident as a team and as individual stunt groups, and I think that that's going to be a really good thing because our goal in Dallas is to go in and hit, but that's also difficult for a lot of people to like take in because I know that they want our stunt to be really hard.
I feel like right now our difficulty isn't where it needs to be, but it's more important for us to hit at Dallas because the varsity score sheet is a lot about execution and making sure everything is clean, because the teams that hit in the arena are the teams that win.
Difficulty still does matter because it obviously goes into your points, but hitting is the most important thing.
Our goal going into Dallas is to hit 2 perfect zero deduction routines on day 1 and on day 2, because we have yet to do that.
For them, it's really important. I think at this point in their season, knowing that they can do something and doing it over and over and over, having that consistency is really going to take them to where they need to be. Right now, they need to be clean, they need to hit, and they need to be confident. I feel like once they know they can kind of conquer that goal, they're going to move on and get stronger and stronger and stronger, and their confidence is going to build moving in to Worlds, but more importantly into Dallas.
I got injured and I tore a muscle, so we had to change our whole routine again. So it's been really hard on our team to try and get back on track, but I have a feeling that we're going to get there and we're going to do good at NCA.
Positives are that they are in a better spot now than where they were going into Oklahoma. Their stunts are way more consistent. Their tumbling is much more consistent. They are working hard.
To prepare for NCA, we added a lot of difficulty in, and it hasn't been taken out too much recently, and so we just need to take those extra steps to hit a perfect routine and get fully prepared for NCA.
We have been making a very, very big push to get the kids ready for Dallas. The expectation continues to rise because of the harshness of the Dallas score sheet, so we have been trying to prepare them for what is about to come their way.
We're really relying on execution in the jumps, in the tumbling, in the stunting to execute perfect so we can try to get the highest execution scores possible.
Well, with all the changes, I think that a lot of us weren't mentally prepared to put such harder difficulty into our routine. And so it's definitely made us kind of an emotional roller coaster just to realize that we can do it and feel like we are prepared with that harder stunts in. Everyone keeps talking about how big NCA is, and not many of us have been there, so I'm excited for the huge adrenaline rush and to just feel the energy coming from the crowd.
The thing about Dallas and this team is that these kids are competing against their cheerlebrities and all of the people that they have looked up to before. So it can be very intimidating, very scary, very, just new. And we are hoping that they will come out of this good.
1, 2, 3, OTOTSC5, Solstice!
I am Michelle Kostelecki, and I have been coaching the Colorado Suns for 8 years. It is by far my most favorite part of working at this gym.
These kids are doing skills that even some of our level 2 teams are doing. So they are total athletes. We push them just as hard as we push some of our other teams. They condition, they do multiple flat routines, which leaves them breathing hard at the end. They are, by definition, definitely athletes.
We truly design our routine around each of their abilities, per se, because we try not to look at them as this is your disability. We look at it as what ability do you have? And that is super important to do with these kiddos. Instead of limiting them, we push them as far as we can. They are required to do the same things that all of our athletes do in the gym, and that is be at every single practice, give 110%. If they drop a stunt or if they do anything else there, they are held accountable just like anybody else in this gym. It's just part of life lessons that we at Cheer Central teach.
In 2011, the Suns were actually NCAA champions, and I was lucky enough to be able to be a junior coach with them during that time.
When we took off last year and decided not to do Dallas, it was in the best interest of our program because we knew that the changes in the rules were coming forth for the special needs teams. And so we really focused on starting to teach our team to be more unassisted. It's super important for these athletes to know that they can do these routines on their own without a ton of junior coaches in the routine.
They really wanted to return to NCAA this year, so we're excited about that.
We're coming back, and we're coming back hard this year. These kids are really working really hard for it and cannot wait to go out and show the world what they've been working for.
NCAA is so fun, going out there, be with the crowd, and nail everything like our jumps and motions and pyramid, and also being with the Suns family.
I like to get out there, team with my teammates, compete in the nationals.
I want to walk it out with my coaches and my other friends. I like dance, and it's my fun time, and I like stunts. I'm not really afraid, but Mom, Dad said I can do it. I know I can.
Going out there and just having fun with my besties.
I hope we do good, and also I hope we hit really hard and get first place.
They are actually going to be performing their routine without coaches sitting in the front of their mat. And I don't know that I have ever seen that before, so I'm really excited to see them do that. And they're doing so much of their routine totally unassisted, and we just work really hard to teach the kids to do as much as they can by themselves, and they are shining. So we're really excited for them this weekend.
These kids are so ready to compete and go out there, and we're so ready to go take them out and show them off and show off all the hard work they've been doing.
This is one of our strongest years, so I feel like we have a number of teams that are really going to contend in Dallas. I cannot wait for our teams to go to Dallas and for the country to really see what our gym has been working on, both the North and the South. We are one gym together. We are standing strong as Suns country, and that with our North and our South coming together, we really are twice as big and twice as strong. Let's go Suns!